Hi everyone. So I'm replacing my partner. The image was my partner's. My name is Jacques. I'm the co-founder of Pirates Labs. Maybe you heard of it. It's a venture studio, one of the leading Web3 studio in Europe. We have around like 30 startups. And today I'm going to talk about Lezar, and I'm going to explain a complex business model in 4 steps. So what is Lezar? Lezar is first a studio, a Web3 studio. So it's a creative studio. We leverage technology for Web3 startups. So today we see that the web is ever evolving and Web2 startups are going toward Web3 slowly. And what we do in the studio is we learned how to build Web3 brand images, to use tech in web, and to help startups grow without having to spend resources in design. So we accompany 10 startups on their journey in Web3. So this is the first step of the complex business model I was talking about. You're going to understand later how it works. So Lezar, we are art lovers, so we wanted to have an ecosystem of artists, and you're going to understand in the next steps how it works. So the creative studio, we work with businesses, so it's B2B, and we make money, enough money, so we can reinvest part of this money into a residency for artists. So, artist residency. In this artist residency, we finance meaningful creators so that they can achieve their dream. So, we select creators for their ambition of using technology in their creative processes. The thing with artists is there is many types of artists, but an artist can't pursue his career alone. He needs a team. He needs marketing. It's like a small company. When you become a big artist, I guess you saw big artists in NFC this year, you need a strong team around you. You need people, if you work with development, you need developers to code things. You're the creative director of the art project, but you need a team around you, someone to do the marketing, someone to exhibit, someone to help you communicate about your project. This, what you see on the screen is Between Lines, so it was exhibited here last year. Between Lines is an ambitious project where, so it's a pair of sculpture, and you can see in between the vases the shape of a woman. This is an evolving sculpture, so basically you had 111 seconds of dance. And to achieve this, we needed a team of 7 people. You had a developer to do the algorithm, to extract the data from a photo shoot. Then you had a doctor in material chemistry, because the 3D model is printed in concrete. So the real piece is like 170 meter. And it's a development of 2 years. So collaboration and technology is what we believe bring art projects to the next level. So the studio resources, the studio is doing a lot of R&D. So we do a research, we explore the possibilities of technology, new technology, VR, 3D printing, robotics, algorithm, AI, etc., etc. We allow artists to benefit from this technology and those research for their own projects. So in the residency, we have 2 programs that are answering the needs of artists. The first program is collaboration. So an artist is going to come with a meaningful idea, an idea we believe is worth pushing forward. And we're going to build up a team around their idea to make it happen. So that's the first program. The second program is for artists that are autonomous. They have their own team, but they need people to exhibit. They need contact. They need a network to exhibit around the world. So when they get the second program, we're going to help them exhibit in Miami Art Basel, NFC, NFT Paris, Museum, London Freeze. So we have network around Europe, and we help them spread their art. Here today we have a booth in NFC with two artists, Alexei Olin, a Ukrainian artist that is exhibited here, that is as well in the collab of the residency, and Zanet, another artist. So the money made with the studio is used and invested in artists. So that's the second step of the business model. So the first one is making money. So when you start a business, you need to make money. Nobody can start a business and not making money for years. So we focus on the first part. We make money, and then when we make enough money, we invest this money in the residency. Then slowly, the residency is going to make money. Why? Because we take shares of the project we did collaborate on. So the artist doesn't have to spend anything. He just has to work hard until the project is live. And then when the project is sold, he gets 75% of the project. We get 25% of the project. We are super transparent with number. Like, that's the model, and it works. So now we are in a phase where the residency become profitable. So we make money with the residency. Why? Because we did invest in a lot of artists. Some of them were successful. We sold the collection. And now this part of the business model is sustainable. Now I'm going to go to the next step of the business model. Community house. So we have a physical art gallery in Barcelona. And as you know, having a physical digital art gallery is complicated. You need to pay a rent. You need to pay the people taking care of the gallery. So we wanted to reinvent this model of gallery. So we don't call it the Lezar gallery. It's the community house. So it's a house for the community to exhibit, organize events. We are not open all the week. We are open for specific events. Event for ETH Barcelona, event for Avalanche Summit, for example, event for dedicated artists that Guillermo Lorca, that is exhibiting a famous museum in Barcelona, is going to have his solo exhibition in the house. So it's a house that is rented for the community for events. So it's 2,000 and you have 15 screens and you enjoy a venue with food, drinks, DJ. We have a resident DJ. We have 15 screens, VR headsets. So for 2,000, they're going to be able to make and have an event managed. So it's starting. We did a lot of renovation in the gallery. And slowly, with the ecosystem that was built with the residency and the studio, this part of the business model is on the path to become sustainable. And then the next and the last is Let Art Be. Let Art Be is the answer to a problem we had. That is that when you want to do digital exhibitions, you are displaying art on screens. So you get the files from the artist, he sends it on a drive, you get it on a USB key, you don't know if it's a LG, Samsung, whatever, you don't know if it's going to be vertical, you don't know a lot of things. You don't know if it's going to be 4K. You got like problems you can't even imagine. I did set up hundreds of screens, there's always a problem. Let Art Be is going to be a platform where gathering the entire ecosystem of the art industry. It's going to gather galleries, curators, artists, collectors, and art lovers. Artists and galleries are going to be able to push and fill a form to create their own digital art exhibition. And on physical events, you will just have to plug your TV to the internet, display the right URL, create your art playlist, and that's it. No USB key, no nothing. So, in other terms, maybe it's a bit too much to say this, but it's going to be this in the future. The goal is to create the Spotify of visual art. Everybody has music in their pocket because it's easy in the underground. You get your music. No one has art in his phone, like almost no one. in the restaurant, in the hotel, nobody is displaying art. We're going to offer a subscription model, paper screen for corporate, galleries, hotel, restaurant, so that artists can get money for stream. You understand the... So it's gonna, we aim at revolutionizing the way artists make money with the art by not only selling art, but selling the fact to exhibit their art. So to finish, that's the last part of the 4 steps. It's in development right now. It's a huge investment, but as I told you before, the studio is making money for the residency. The residency is going to make money, the house is going to make money, and all this money is going to flow to build Let Art Be. And then, when Let Art Be is sustainable, it's a win. We made it for artists. Thank you very much. Excuse me?